Hi everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. So I've got a really pretty look for you today, guys. I'm just going to cleanse my nails off. I already have my clear thin base sculpted. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to use into this look, and then we'll chat a little bit. So I am using Suzie's Clean Acrylic line, and I'm going to use her Suzie's Clear Cap. I'm going to use her odorless monomer. I'm also going to use her foundation pink, which I didn't show. And this is the Kylea Wherry glitter from her Disney Heroes and Villains collection in Rapunzel. So those are the main things I'm going to use for this look. I do apologize that I have not only been absent from YouTube for a little while ago. I'm trying to get back on my schedule, but this is literally the first voiceover that I've done in so long. Right here I am using Suzie's number 8 brush, and I just take a little bead of her clear cap and I'm applying that glitter, and I can just pick up some of that raw glitter once I have some of that clear acrylic and glitter laid. I go into the acrylic first, and then I dip right into the glitter, and then I can just press it in as I need it. I'm only going to go about halfway down the nail because I am going to fade a cover pink up over some of the glitter, which is a look I don't normally do, but I thought that I would, try it out. I think I tried it out on another nail set that I didn't record for YouTube, and I quite liked it, but I took it off for some reason. So I wanted to share this with you because it's not, normally when I first kind of started to become a trend, I was like, wait a second, why would you want to cover up the glitter with a cover pink? But I think it creates some cool dimension. I don't know. It's growing on me, definitely. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for all the rest of the nails, but the ring finger is going to be a full glitter nail, so just keep that in mind. You kind of have to play with this glitter especially. I love this glitter because Tangled is one of my favorite Disney movies, but the stars in it, as much as I love them, can be kind of hard to get situated, especially the bigger ones. They can kind of be hard to lay down. So I try to concentrate them mostly in the middle of the nail because that's where the bulk of the product is going to end up being, so that they can get fully encapsulated. As I was saying before, I do apologize for being absent from YouTube for a little bit, and since this is the first voiceover that I've done in a long time, I just wanted to take a little bit to explain my absence, I guess, a little bit. So if you've been watching my channel for, I don't know, a little bit, you've probably caught on to the fact that I am a college student. Nails are not my full-time job. I am a self-taught nail tech. I hate calling myself a nail tech, but I'm a self-taught nail artist, and I go to college. So I'm a full-time student. I go to a very accredited big university in Pennsylvania, and I'm currently in my senior year. I'm in the fall semester of my senior year, and I'm studying to be a teacher. So being a teacher is very time consuming anyways, so I don't always, while yes, I have time to do my nails, I don't always have time to record them, and sometimes, my phone isn't at the best battery level. I'm pretty confided in my small apartment. I am now student teaching from home, and I have college classes on top of student teaching. It's not just student teaching, so I am doing a lot from home, and I live in a small apartment that I share with 2 other people. So while yes, I have my own room, a lot of times my room isn't the best space to film videos, and I kind of have to respect those who I'm living with and their schedules as well, and not be taking up the entire, kitchen island filming nail videos. So I've been trying my best. I was kind of back on my editing. I did have a lot from like almost a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago, that I had filmed and then never edited, and I was just sitting on my phone. So I did get those done, so I've kind of caught up on my videos now. I am going to try to make more of an effort to, record videos and get them scheduled ahead of time so that I don't really have to worry about uploading it. It can just, I can do it all at one time and then upload it, and then it'll just upload automatically. So I do apologize for that, but sometimes I think people don't realize that as most YouTubers do, for the vast majority of YouTubers, this is not our job. This is just a fun side thing, and I do like sharing my tips and tricks with you guys. Another thing that I do want to apologize for is a lot of the videos that I have been releasing lately have been terribly out of frame, and it drives me nuts. And I feel bad because I know I'm not the best videographer, I'm not that super great with technology, but the fact that I can even get YouTube videos onto YouTube is a miracle. So I do really apologize for that. So that's why I have this little crystal thing sitting in the middle of the screen. That's actually my stamper from Clear Jelly Stamper, and it was the only thing that was small that I saw that would be pretty, I guess. And I'm just using it to kind of balance my finger on and rest my hand on a little bit, and it kind of tells me where I am in frame. So yes, it's for comfort purposes, I guess, but I'm trying to keep my fingers in frame for you guys, I promise. Alright, so now I am going to take the Suzie's Foundation Pink, which is the cover pink. It has a very peachy tone. I think it does look nice on all skin tones, but sometimes with deeper skin tones, you do want a more brown-based nude. That's really personal preference, but this does universally, I have found, look pretty nice. I do like it on my skin tone. I think it's a really nice cover pink, and I'm just dragging it up onto my glitter until I'm happy. Now, like I said before, am using Suzie's Clean Acrylic System, and I have showcased, this is Suzie from Nail Career Education's line of acrylic. I have showcased her acrylic a couple of times on my channel, and I think that was one of the things that made my channel kind of take off a little bit. I mean, it's still not very big. Was my review of her odorless monomer system when it came out, because it was very controversial kind of at the time in the nail community, and I know that I didn't really make it much better in terms of controversy, I guess, because the only review that was out there was pretty negative, and mine was pretty positive. But did it help me? Yes, but I do know that it also helped Suzie kind of realize what she could fix for the next time she had released something, and she did, and her release went a lot smoother. So, and it did get me in contact with Suzie, and that's really cool to me, and, I do like when we reach out to each other. That's really kind, and she's just a great person. So I do like supporting her by buying her products, but I also wouldn't use it if I didn't like it. And I do like her odorless system for a few reasons. It is beneficial to me when I am doing my right hand, because I'm right-handed. So when I'm doing nails with my left hand, her odorless monomer gives me a lot of time to really get it around the cuticle and get the cuticle situated. And even when I'm doing a design like this where I have to fade and time is kind of the essence, if I was using regular monomer, things would have set up by now, kind of, and I'd be having trouble moving it, but I really don't with this system. And I do like that. And I do want to clear up that, you can't, that odorless monomer, it's hard to work with, and it yellows, or, it's not very clear. I think you will see at the end of this video that it is perfectly clear. I am super happy with the results in this, of this monomer and this acrylic system in general. And I think that this is a beautiful nail look. I really, really like it. I liked it so much I posted it on my Instagram, which I barely ever post on. So, it's also nice because it doesn't disturb other people with the smell. Some people are very scent adverse when it comes to nails, and monomer can give them a headache or it just bothers them. And I do have somebody whose nails I do that she desperately needed acrylic because she had incorrectly, and it wasn't through fault of her own, she was trying to find an odorless way to take off her acrylics or her gel polish, and she got that, I don't know if you know what it is, it's like exploding, they call it exploding gel stuff. It comes in a little tube and it's kind of gunky and like really thick, and you put it on and then it almost looks like the gel pops off or something, or bursts off. Yeah, she got that and it just annihilated her nails. They were super weak and she needed acrylic gel, will never would have stayed. So she is also very smell adverse, and I knew she would never be able to handle the smell of monomer. Enter odorless acrylic. And she's been getting it now since May, and she has been loving it, and it's really what her nails needed, and like I said, she's doing well with it. So I do use it on people, so it's not like it just has no uses or it's only for practice. So now I'm encapsulating the other half of my nail that has the glitter, and I'm also encapsulating that fade. This fade with a glitter, or rather the cover pink over top of the glitter, it's not as essential that you need to cap the fade as if you were, capping a fade that was between two colors. In my opinion, glitter fades are a lot more forgiving. I think they're easier to do, whether you're putting the cover powder over top of the glitter or putting the glitter over top of the cover powder. I do think glitter is more forgiving and easier to work with when it comes to fading, so there's a little tip if you ever want to get started with fades. Glitter is beautiful, and who doesn't love glitter? And I do love this glitter. If you don't know who Kylea Wherry is, she is a YouTuber as well. She's a beautiful nail artist. She does beautiful, beautiful nails. She is British, or I don't know, but she's from England of some sort. I don't really know where. I think she lives in the country somewhere. But she released these glitters in like July, and I adore Disney. I love Disney. I'm going to Disney in May 2021. I am so excited. It's beyond crazy. So be ready to see a bunch of Disney nail tutorials because it's a little bit of an obsession. But I knew I had to have this glitter collection, and it is so beautiful. The people whose nails I do absolutely love it. My grandmother almost always gets one of the glitters. She loves the Villains glitters, and honestly, they seem to be the most popular. So if you want to learn more about Kylea Wherry, I'm going to link her YouTube channel in the description because she's super funny. Oh my gosh, she's a hoot. Now, she can... sometimes she uses some pretty strong language in her videos, just as a fair warning, but she is hilarious, and I think she's great, and she's very, very talented. So definitely check her out if you're interested. She's, kind of been a silent mentor to me as well, just because I learned a lot about encapsulating acrylic designs from her. So, with this odorless acrylic, it is really important to not get too much monomer. If you take anything away from this video, and you're probably like, geez, Mackenzie, you're just saying how much you love Suzie's acrylic monomer and da 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 da. Can it really be that great? It is if you know how to work with it. You just have to know how to work with it, and that's what I'm here to do. I am here to tell you how to correctly work with the product because I have been in contact with the manufacturer and the creator of it, and I would assume she would probably tell me if I was doing something wrong. So you just really need to make sure you are not using too much monomer. That is the number one thing that would cloud your odorless acrylic or would make it yellow. So you definitely want to make sure you are using drier beads. If it looks like it's too dry, if it has excess powder on the bead after you pick it up, don't chuck it. It could still be good because sometimes the odorless monomer, since it's so slow setting, it's also slow to polymerize initially when you're making that connection between the monomer and the powder. So sometimes it just needs a second to kind of become clay-like, but it will, since it's going from where the brush made contact to the powder to the outside of the bead. If the outside of the bead still has some powder on it, just give it a minute to rest, kind of. And I would still even blot it off of your paper towel or something, just to really get all that excess liquid out, because it's going to be a lot easier to control, first of all, and second of all, then it's not going to yellow so badly. Now, do keep in mind that odorless monomers do leave a dispersion layer, kind of like gel, so it's like a tacky layer. You can get rid of this by washing it off. Just run your hands under warm water for a couple of minutes, and it'll kind of cure up that way. With the heat will kind of cure it. Or you can file it off like I do, because I'm impatient. I just take a hand file and I just kind of roll it off. So they're all capped. And I am going to top coat. So I'm going to protein bond first, so my top coat doesn't chip. And you can see they look really shiny. I'm super excited. I also love this little almond shape. It's really flattering me. I've kind of had this on for probably about a month now. And I'm using Poochie's Nails top coat. I got this obviously from Poochie's Nails, and I do suggest it. It's a nice top coat. It really does stay shiny for a long time. I've been trying to find one, and it almost makes your nails look glass-like. So you can see that these look, if I showed them to somebody and said, what kind of acrylic did I use, they would probably, if it was a normal person, just look at me funny. But if you were a tech, I don't know. I don't think I could tell that these are done with odorless. So odorless can definitely still give you beautiful results just like regular acrylic. It's all about how you work in it or work with it. If you want to see more videos about how to use odorless monomer, let me know, and I would be certainly willing to oblige and share that information with you. I do love how these turned out. These are so, so pretty. I absolutely adore them so much. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe to this video. And just a side note, we are almost to 500 subscribers, and I wanted to do something special for 500, so feel free to ask me questions that you would like answered in a Q&A video when we get to 500 subscribers down below. Make sure you put a heart emoji if you want your question to be featured, and I'll collect them all into a book, and I will compile a list of the most common questions, and I will answer them. So definitely check out the description box for more. Alright, stay safe, guys.